imagination.
Dear students, this is a poem written by the famous Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw. In this poem, the poet tells us how he lived in a world of fantasy and imagination. So, in the first stanza, the poet says that as a boy, the poet used to play the game of pirates and act as if he were sailing in a ship on the seven seas. Then he would think he was a cowboy, taking care of cattle on a ranch, riding on a horse. In the second stanza, the poet, as a little boy, had clear imagination. He loved adventure. He took a liking to reading books and discovered a lot of joy in reading. While reading, he would become so engrossed in it, forget the hard and dull work of the day. I hope you have understood the first two stanzas. Now I will start with the third one. In the third stanza, the poet says, after reading a book on the life of Eskimos, he imagines to be living with the Eskimos in the land of ice and snow. He goes hunting and fishing there in the world of fantasy. The book transports him to the world of imagination. He feels as if he isn't living with them, as his mind sets his fantasy shining and glowing. Now, in the fourth stanza, the poet says, when he read the book written by Jules Verne. Now, students, Jules Verne was a French novelist, poet, and a playwright. He went off to the moon to take a look at it. After virtually enjoying his visit, he comes back to the reality. Now, in the fifth stanza, the book by Dr. Livingstone. Now, students, Dr. Livingstone was a Scottish physician, an explorer in Africa, and one of the most popular British heroes of the late 19th century Victorian era. Okay, he takes him to the forests of Africa. He learns the ways of the jungle life under the guidance of the author. He reads the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Now, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is a novel by Mark Twain, and Huckleberry Finn was a fictional character in that book and pays a visit to to America in his imagination. Now we proceed towards the sixth stanza. In this stanza, the poet says, he prefers to do the wonderful deeds done by the heroes of the novels and become a hero himself. Of course, all in the world of fantasy and imagination. Seventh stanza, as the poet grows up, his childish fantasies come to an end. He becomes serious about the harsh realities of life. He could no longer lose himself in the imaginary world. The poet says that he still likes the mysterious nature of the books. He wants us to understand that books are windows to the world. Sitting at home, we can explore the whole universe. Students, we can transport ourselves to those unknown, unseen places and experience the same joy we get when we visit those places in reality. So, dear students, in this poem, we come to the crux that the poet lives in the world of imagination. How to find out the rhyme scheme of the poem. To find out the rhyming scheme of the poem, we always see the last word of the line. Rhyming scheme is denoted by the English alphabets in small letters. Let us see in the poem. The last word in the first line is pirates. We will keep it as A. In the next line, the last word is seas, which does not rhyme with pirates, so we will keep it as B. Now, in the next line, last word is cowboy, which again does not rhyme with any of the above two words, so we will keep it as C. In the last line of the first stanza, the last word is please, which rhymes with seas. So the rhyming words will be denoted by the same alphabets. It will be kept as B. In the next stanza, again we will follow the same procedure. We see that the rhyme scheme is same as the above paragraph. So it will be AB, CB. Again in the third stanza, the rhyme scheme is the same, AB, CB. In the fourth stanza, there is a little difference in the rhyme scheme. It is A, B, C, A. The fifth stanza again shows a little difference. It is A, B, A, B. Sixth stanza is same as the fifth one. It shows the rhyme scheme as A, B, A, B. At the last, in the seventh stanza, the rhyme scheme is A, B, A. So students, I hope you have understood the concept of finding out the rhyming scheme in the poem. Thank you.